Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the David Merritt Poetry Experience, where this is David Merritt, and you're at his poetry experience. It bears no resemblance to any other shit you've been to before in your life. That's because we are all unique little individuals. Don't say that, David. Geek prayer number 17. The grep, the cat, the kludge, the grok, and the ping of death. Let's hear it for Telnet and Gopher and Veronica and Archie. These are not mentioned in everyday conversation. And let's talk about secure SSH. Let's talk about SOX layers and protocols and ports and pinholes and broken sockets and PGP and .sig files. Let's do Unix talk and who is. And you can cat pipe more. You can grep pipe more. Now, let's talk about the proxy server, the abstraction layer, the cache configuration, and the preference. Let's talk about the key command sequence and the terminal shell command. Man pages, x86, kernel recompiling, development forks, beta points, usability testing, I/O and BIOS overlay, boot sector, partition table maps. You kids, you should talk in HTML or XML or CSS. You should talk in a W3 compliant code. You should broadcast these thoughts out onto the giant interweb, full stop. Poem ends, full stop. With the David Merritt Poetry Experience, where the poet is the canary in the mineshaft of doom. Part of his job description is to experience sadness and melancholy and fucked up sad shit so that you can make sense of it when it happens to you. It's a shitty job description, I'll tell you that now. Oh, look, don't mind me, I'm just going to answer my email on FaceCrack for a minute, because it's full of people saying, oh, I can't be here tonight. It's like, oh, okay. 188 people can't be here tonight. Oh, wow, the weather. I did not invent napalm, nor did I invent the action gusset. I did not invent depleted uranium shell casing, nor did I invent the nuclear attack submarine. I did not invent waterboarding torture, or air pollution, or slavery, or the disposable Bic ballpoint pen. I did not invent climate change, or the Cold War, or the war on drugs, or the war on terror, or any war for that matter. I didn't invent the concentration camp. Nor did I invent ethnic cleansing, or the aircraft carrier, or the semi-automatic machine gun. I did not invent barbed wire, or NATO razor wire, or the drone equipped with missiles. I did not invent the speculative subprime mortgage industry, and I certainly did not invent the Chicago pork belly futures market. I did not invent the internal combustion engine, and I did not invent the McDonald's drive-through fast food restaurant. Here comes the punch in the face. I did invent non-worldly goods, comprising of feelings and emotions and memories and thoughts that are life-affirming and not objects that will kill or maim or destroy. I make things of not much physical substance. They're like small whispers of mist and vapour, ethereal, misplaced, sometimes lost, full stop. Poem ends, full stop. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the David Merritt Poetry Experience, where the poet appears to be in a permanent state of heartbreak. This is really sad and fucked up, so I thought I'd read it to you now and get it over and done with. It's called Regret. Yeah, ooh. Shall I repeat the title and hope for that reaction again? Are you ready? This is called Regret. Oh, I like that. I'll try one more time, eh? This is called Regret. Oh, whoa, that's a bad reaction. I'm not going to read that. Fuck you. Jesus. The third reaction is the telling one. It's like you've had a chance to practice, then you have another chance to practice, and then you're like, oh, the third one. So, oh, bad. This is called Lifeboat. Oh, we'll give Oh, jeez. We'll take a vote. Would you like to hear about regret, or would you like to hear about Lifeboat?
Start with regret.
Oh, Caitlin. Well, I feel like you're taking control here now. So, whoa. I know, and look what's happened. Now Caitlin Smith is in control. Hey, can you please take your infighting outside? You're at a poetry reading where the poet is like trying his hardest. Shall I speak in an Australian accent? Would you like that? Yeah, g'day, how you going, all right? That's really good to see you all here tonight. Have you got your thongs on? Shit hot. This one's called Regret. I wrote it while I was out on Bondi in my Speedos one day, thinking about shit, you know, like, where's my life going, and why do women not like me much? Oh, I know. This one's called Regret. I'll revert back to a Kiwi accent, shall I, in order to make this better. Regret. I regret the fact that I may never see you again, that I may never feel your smile collide with mine, and I may never sit side by your side and talk excitedly about things that we share in common and wanted to do together. I regret this absence. You filled the lovely, lonely places in the corner of my heart. I regret my own emotions, love and anger, and I regret that we couldn't be both apart and closer together with ease. I regret my foolish awkwardness. I regret my quickness of temper and my turns of mood. I regret my happy, sad despair. I regret all the things that I left unsaid, and I regret some of the things that I did say, quite often without forethought and with small menace. I regret the fact that I couldn't cope with my powerful emotions and feelings. They just ran amok and jumped about in an uneasy petulance and hurt. I regret the hurt, obviously. You deserve for me to just accept you and to not simply expect anything or want. I regret my past, for it shapes my present. I regret my age, and I regret my inclination. I regret my own hurry for happiness, which has now become a joyless haste. I regret this, full stop. Poem ends, full stop. All right, you miserable motherfuckers, I'm going to read this out to you now in an Australian accent. All right, here we go. This is called Lifeboat. One day the people were all asleep. And then when they woke up, a strange man on the TV was telling them to buy some heavily processed foods and to cook it in a thing called a microwave so that when they could have more time, so they can go pay some more money to the bank. In time, the heavily processed foods and the TV watching destroyed all of the digestive system bacteria, and it made them very unwell, both in the head and in the gut. Later, across the galaxies, we became known as the only species that killed off all the very symbiosis that had kept us alive in the fucking first place. Full stop. Poem ends. Full stop. Yeah, that's a really good one, Australian accent. It's lovely. Yeah, I know, I did that deliberately though, just to keep you on your toes. If you're lucky, I'll go to a South African one next.